Brett, it's the end of the week. Okay, who is your garbage person?
I have two garbage people. They are infighting within the Republican Party. It is majestic. And what I want people watching to do is choose who you think the garbagey person, the more garbagey person is. Here is the headline that launched the 1,000 ships. Laura Loomer erupts after blocking Marjorie Taylor Greene and calling her a loudmouth bitch. Oh, Laura Loomer and Marjorie Taylor Greene, the feud's gotten more raunchy and petty. And so they've been fighting for years. Just to give you a little taste of what that's been like from Laura Loomer, take a look.
Marjorie Taylor Greene can use my pillow code, Loomer at my pillow, so that she can get herself a nice pillow for her knees to place under Kevin McCarthy's desk. How about that?
She's just a bitch, right? She just really is a bitch. She says that she's spreading all of this truth, but yeah, you're right. She's just spreading her legs.
So we'll get to the rejoinder for Marjorie Taylor Greene in a minute, but here is like the most precipitating event. Daily Mail had a post that was like, exclusive battle, QAnon Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene openly cheated on her husband of 25 years. Laura Loomer retweets that recently saying Marjorie Taylor Greene isn't a Christian. How do you call yourself a Christian when you're wearing a cross while getting bent over backwards inside the gym by every man who isn't your husband? She's on her knees, all right, and it's not for praying. She never wants to talk about this. Why not? Before Greene could respond to that, Loomer doubled down saying this. She hasn't done anything. She's the most ineffective member of Congress, a loudmouth bitch who turned on Trump and ruined her marriage when she got to Congress because she can't keep her mouth or her legs closed. Brian Glenn TV, that's her boyfriend. How does it feel to eat Arby's every day? We'll get to the Arby's in a second because it had its own news cycle. But at that point, Marjorie Taylor Greene said this on Real America's Voice.
Laura Loomer is another one that has relentless attacked me. Many other America First Republicans like Matt Gaetz. You find out who these people are. You find out which country they're loyal to the minute you start saying something about it, and they truly expose themselves. The only people she attacks are Republicans. And Laura Loomer touts herself as, basically testing everyone for loyalty. But the truth about Laura Loomer is she scrapes up information and then she twists it and manipulates her stories to basically be the same manuscripted information like MSNBC does. And so she's like an attack dog, but she's been attacking me because I'm calling for AIPAC to be registered as a foreign agent and foreign lobbyist. And, she's come out of the woodwork on that as well. So you find out who these people are. You find out which country they're loyal to the minute you start saying something about it, and they truly expose themselves. And it's shocking. These are not the kind of people that should have the president's ear. They're dangerous, especially when they're calling for nuclear bombs to be dropped and America's military and sanctions and all type of government action. But yet these are people that could never win an election themselves. Laura Loomer, she lost 2 congressional races. And so it's really interesting to see these people just use basically their platforms as a bully puppet and just go straight to name calling.
Yeah, I hate that bully puppet. It's so hard not to do name calling when she says stuff like that.
Relentlessly had a little bit of extra syllables in it too, but
Loomer saw that and immediately posted 2 more messages. Exactly. And trust me, many people inside the White House have taken notice of how anti-Trump and fake MTG has been. She doesn't do anything to support the president. I have his back every single day. And what does she do aside from falsely accuse him of starting World War III? I hate her with a passion. She will burn in hell. She cries on Real America Voice about how I attack Republicans as she proceeds to attack a Republican and use Eric Bolling's show to continue her lies that I am a spy. Speaking of attacking Republicans, why is this harlot always attacking Trump? She's been bashing him nonstop for months. If you can't take that, don't dish it out, bitch. It's that simple, Marjorie Taylor Greene. You picked a fight with me and I'll drag you in the public sphere and finish the fight you picked with me. They cry out in pain as they strike you. typical harlot behavior. And here's what's great is it's so good, it's so messy, and you can never guess what actually provoked the most recent round. It all started, as reported by the Daily Beast, when Loomer on Friday slammed the army for recognizing Captain Florent Groberg, who received the Medal of Honor for throwing himself at a suicide bomber in Afghanistan in 2012. In an X post on the anniversary of the incident, she called Groberg a, quote, anti-Trump leftist. And Marjorie Taylor Greene just goes like, yo, you have no respect for reverence or for even the most heroic people in America. Ask any veteran military member in America, no one cares about his politics. The man was willing to die to save others from a suicide bomber. It's so good. I'm just gonna put this next graphic up and kind of read a little of the reason that she said Arby's a little earlier, because she's suing Bill Maher for $1 billion, and this is an excerpt from the deposition that resulted from that lawsuit, because she's like yelling at him. But Bolger says, "Can you explain to me, Miss Loomer, what it means to say that Marjorie Taylor Greene has Arby's in her pants?" To which Loomer's attorney says, "Objection, relevancy." And Bolger goes, "Answer the question." Loomer says, "Arby's sells roast beef." Right, can you tell me what? Why are you talking about Arby's in her pants? Well, it's just an expression. Continuing, Bolger says, what's the expression trying to convey? It conveys the reason why she got a divorce by her own admission, because she had roast beef in her pants? Yeah, she put roast beef in her pants? Why, that's what you're trying to say there? You're literally trying to saying she put Arby's in her pants? And Loomer, apparently laughing at the time, said, I'm saying she literally, it's so ridiculous. I'm saying she literally put Arby's in her pants. Yes, no, she's not. She's trying to outie lab shame the lady. And that's horrible and mean. And they're horrible people and they're fighting each other. And I'm here for it.
I would be perfectly happy to put both of them on an island and never have any boat or helicopter go to it again. But so from Laura Loomer's point of view, so she's obviously mocking the Congresswoman's genitals. Is she implying that she's seen her naked? What is she implying? She doesn't know.
She is trying to say, John, do you want me to explain this or do you want to play dumb?
No, I don't know.
Do you want to play dumb?
We don't have time. I need to give commentary. We're never gonna get to anything else. But yeah, no, the entire thing, America.
So good.
You've produced this. Do you know that? Now look, in this particular fight, who do I side with? It's not close. I side, I guess, with Marjorie Greene because Laura Loomer's being way grosser. And also because Marjorie Greene is at least willing to recognize that a soldier being willing to die to save their other soldiers, it doesn't matter if they share your party ID, you mad woman, Jesus Christ.
So good.
And she's mad about Greene acknowledging the genocide. And so I side with her, even though she's terrible too. Marjorie Greene should have never been in Congress. Laura Loomer should be scrawling these insane things that she thinks on like the walls of bathrooms. But unfortunately in 2025, you can say it into a camera and for some reason she's notable. That as she goes calling Marjorie Greene a harlot, she's also choosing who gets to work at the NSA and stuff like that. This is an indictment of our entire society, that either of them are ever in the news, but especially Laura Loomer in this particular case.
John, who's your garbage person?
Every detail you gave was grosser than the one before, Jesus Christ. And I will just remind everyone, one of the reasons that Laura Loomer might be throwing a lot of these accusations out, to quote the Bible, is like the casting a rock when you have a boulder in your eye or whatever. Somebody in the chat, I don't know, said the issue isn't that she has Trump's back, it's that she had his front. And I kind of want to vomit at that, but I think that's part of this.